All right, third time's the charm. I've tried to record this tarot reading 2 other times. The last time the power went out. So, here we go. The oracle we got for today's daily dating tarot is get your head out of the clouds and take a look at what's around you. Because if you want your dreams to come true, you have to bring them from your mind where you're imagining them down to earth where you're going to manifest them. So you can't just stay in a place that is not physical the whole time. This is just an oracle card talking about see things how they really are for a minute. Imagining and dreaming is necessary too, but you need both. You can't just, a person in a coma can be in a dream world their whole life, but you need to wake up and be part of the world too. And the dreams that you have are supposed to help with that, you know? So the oracle is very important in that the difference between a dream, okay, let me back up. The difference between a dream and a fantasy. A fantasy is something that cannot, for one reason or another, become part of the reality of where we live in this 3D reality. One of those reasons could be that it is just based on faulty information. It could also be based on things that are a little abusive, expecting from others what they can't humanely accomplish 24/7, for example, would be one. A fantasy you have of them that they would never imagine for themselves. That's placing an unrealistic expectation on someone. That's a fantasy. So let's move from the fantasy world into the dream world now. We're making some progress. In the dream world, you have imagining. Okay, I'm gonna put this here. Imagining what you want and how it can fit into the world where you exist in the 3D with bones and muscles and skin and heart and brain and electric synapses that have to work to make you move and make you get motivated to do things, to bring in money, to bring in resources. Okay, so we've gotten that spiel. So basically, dreams are what create in this world. This whole world was created by a song and a dream. So for your little piece of the dream, you're basically manifesting something that would benefit you, but it's possible because it would benefit someone else. What makes it possible is that it benefits someone else. So looking at reality, which is what this oracle is about, is taking a look at what you're really asking of someone else. Take a look at what you're really dealing with in this real 3D world. Are you trying to escape your responsibilities or escape issues that you feel are too overwhelming? You know, you can't build your world or make your world better if you're trying to escape it. Eventually, you have to come back down and make it better. So, if you want a better world, you have to be in the world to make it better. You can't be in dream world all the time. Dream world is just a place where you gain power and gain ideas and gain motivation to come back down. So, this is my third time doing the video. Sorry. I'm a little, I don't know the word is, exhausted of trying this, but I did pull some clarifiers. The first video, the second video, I tried to explain them again. And this time I'm going to just show them to you and try to explain them one more time. Living in the real world, living in the real world requires looking around you at your real life situation so that you can know what to do and you can understand what's happening to you. You have to be in the here and now. Allowing yourself to stay in the past and trying to relive the past will only lead to depression because that's impossible. Trying to live in the future before dealing with your present will lead to anxiety because that is also impossible. You can't skip what's here and now to move forward to a time to come, which will never come, by the way, because you only have today. So what we see as tomorrow is actually today. So, this card's talking about stop, listen. What's that sound? Everybody look what's going round. Sorry, I don't know why that song came into my mind, but just stop for a minute. Okay, dreaming was great. It was wonderful. Wait, hold on. You're escaping into a fantasy. Come back. Hello, Earth 2, whoever, whatever your name is. Here are the clarifier cards. Two of Wands, with this beautiful depiction of a very experienced traveler. It looks like a very upgraded fool. The fool in the tarot deck is someone who's starting a new journey. This Two of Wands looks like someone who has accomplished a previous journey and is trying to start a new one so that they can progress and move on to another path. Holding the globe in his hand could indicate internet or global communications as part of that path. But he's still holding the ideas and creative energies in his hand, trying to figure out how to take his first step. What is he looking at? My dears, he's looking at reality. The most painful card in the tarot deck, I would have to argue. He hasn't taken a step forward because in his real world, there is a huge obstacle. It's called lies, betrayal, deception, being gullible, falling for what's called fake future making, narcissistic, toxic people making you believe that they're a very good possible partner. They tell you something's going to happen in the future and they have all these plans, and then very quickly they change their mind. That's what this obstacle is. Granted, that's not his broken heart. That's someone else who came into his world and presented him or her with their broken heart. Whenever you share a bond with someone, you take some of their energy with you. And unless you know how to give yourself the justice you deserve and cut that tie, you're going to be stuck with that obstacle in your way. Your ability to move on is blocked by other people's energies that you've been with, who have lied and or deceived you or promised things that they didn't keep their promises about. So do the right thing. Weigh the scales for yourself. You have dreams. Good. Now come down and make them happen. Give yourself the justice and the just outcome to be able to go on your next path. Do what's right. Cut those ties, and then this will happen. Bye-bye. There's no more obstacle now. It's up to you to get rid of that. And then the justice that you used will become the justice of the peace. Your dream, if you're looking for a partner and you have all these ideas and you've been dreaming it up, now it's time to make it a reality. For those of you who want to live in this world and not escape to drugs, alcohol, addictions, things that will eventually kill you during your whole lifetime, that's the method to take. You can't stay in your past. You can't keep trying to skip the present to go to the future. And you definitely can't keep connecting with people who are toxic or connecting with people while you're toxic. Because as you keep trying to escape the feelings of the toxicity, you're spending every single day of your life escaping. And you know what escaping is? It's a form of death. You don't really think, you don't really feel, you don't really connect. It's all illusion. And so you might as well be in a coma, like I said earlier. But now, look at the story. He used justice to cut those ties. He dropped it. What a weight has been lifted off of him. Now he's going to cross over to the one he loves with the justice of the peace. With a sword and a stick, they'll build a home together. That's just a metaphorical, an allegorical story of how looking at your life for what it is, looking at your reality, is very important today. If you can muster up the justice for yourself, because no one else will, you'll have a chance at a partner who will be just as strong and just as you. Speaking of which, I skipped that part. Let's go back to his partner. What is she holding? And what is she doing? Sorry, I'm not supposed to teach by asking questions. Okay, what she's holding is a sword. What she's doing is she's beckoning him to come on, come here, come on. And so, if you do the work, you get the results. So he comes to her. And that is the clarifier for today's oracle. Take a look at your life. Look at what you have to work on. Don't escape it. Rearrange it. Put the blame where it belongs. Take accountability for what you've done, what you believed. See a counselor. Go to a doctor. Maybe tell yourself you're not ready to date instead of contaminating other people in the world. I don't know. But once you do, then it'll be the right time to go to the Justice of the Peace. Signing out for now, this is BN Jasmine. Jasmine, aka BN Jasmine is my YouTube channel name. So if you have anything in this reading that resonated, please drop a comment below and like it. Put a ringer on it. And then subscribe with me. See you on tomorrow's Daily Dating Tarot. Hopefully it's something a little less severe. But sometimes we do got to check in on our realities. And reality is severe. Goodbye for now, my dears. I'll talk to you tomorrow on the next reading.